Alright, hello, welcome to the next part of every WrestleMania main event. This is the main event of WrestleMania 5. Just a little bit of context here. I'm recording this straight after the career mode episode, which will actually go out after this. I'm a little bit drunk and I'm very, very tired. So if I don't sound as into this match as I should be, I apologise, but I will try my best to try and stay into this match and try and wake up a little bit, at least for the next however long this match lasts. But of course, it is when the mega powers explode. The Macho Man Randy Savage defends his WWE Championship against the Immortal Hulk Hogan. Without further ado, let's get into it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Gentlemen, Hulkamania is about to run wild.
There is only one, the Immortal.
And here comes the challenger, the Immortal Hulk Hogan. Let's get the build for this one. You might be asking, if you don't know the build for this one, have you been living under a rock, or do you just not know professional wrestling? Because that's also fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of reading to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking for a while here. The main feud heading into WrestleMania was between Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage, who for most of the previous year were a unified team that referred to themselves as Mega Powers. The union began forming after Savage wrestled the Honky Tonk Man for his Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship in the October 3rd, 1987 airing of Saturday Night's Main Event. After the match, with Savage won by disqualification, Honky Tonk Man enlisted the help of Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart in attacking Savage. As Honky was ready to strike Savage with his guitar, Savage's valet, Miss Elizabeth, came back to ringside accompanied by then reigning World Wrestling Federation champion Hulk Hogan, who helped Savage even the odds. Later, Hogan faced Andre the Giant in a rematch of their championship bout for WrestleMania 3 on the premiere episode of the main event, which was broadcast live on February 5th, 1988 in Indianapolis. With help from the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and a cricket official, Andre dethroned Hogan as champion, immediately surrendered the title to DiBiase as a repayment for his assistance. After the contest, Andre's victory was upheld due to WWE referees' decisions being regarded as final. Still, the WWF World Heavyweight Championship was declared vacant as Andre was not permitted to surrender the title to another wrestler. Thus, a tournament was conceived for WrestleMania 4 for the vacant title. Macho Man Randy Savage advanced to the finals with a little help from Hogan, won the tournament and the championship by defeating DiBiase in the finals. Hogan celebrated with Savage after cementing their union. Over the course of the rest in 1988, Hogan and Savage feuded with many heel tag teams such as the Mega Bucks team of DiBiase and Andre, and the Twin Towers tag team consisting of Akeem and the Big Boss Man. While they never actually chased the company's tag team championships, the Mega Powers stayed together as one of the strongest tag team forces in the company as the year ended. Things slowly began to change as 1989 began, however, as Hogan requested that Elizabeth accompany him to the ring for several of his matches in addition to her duties as Savage's valet. It's led to several occasions where Elizabeth was placed into harm's way, which did not sit well with the Macho Man. Another sign that tensions were beginning to mount came when Savage picked up Boss Man's nightstick after a match with Akeem and glared at Hogan while he had his back turned, pausing as he often did for the crowd. On the January 7th, Saturday's main event in Tampa, Savage came out and cleared the ring with a steel chair after Hogan received a post-match beating by the Twin Towers. He did not bother to check on the injured Hogan, however, and left the ring. Elizabeth assisted Hogan backstage, which angered Savage. This led to a confrontation between Savage and Elizabeth, but nothing come of it. Later in January, during the Royal Rumble match, Hogan accidentally eliminated Savage as he's trying to eliminate Bad News Brown.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 302 pounds, Hulk Hogan!
We'll let the ring introductions occur here before we continue the story, because there's still more to read, believe it or not.
Introducing the champion from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds. He is the WWE Champion, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Finally on February 2nd at the main event 2 program from Milwaukee, tensions begin between Hogan and Savage boiled over. Once again the Mega Powers and Twin Towers squared off during a key point in the match. Akeem threw Savage through the ropes, causing him to land on Elizabeth. Hogan, distraught, picked her up and carried her to backstage to the trainer's room, where he waited while she regained consciousness. Savage meanwhile was forced to take on Boss Man and Akeem alone until Hogan, at the behest of Elizabeth, came back out several minutes later. When Hogan went to tag into the match, Savage slapped him in the face and left the ring. Hogan managed to record the victory for the Mega Powers, but things were not over yet. Immediately upon the conclusion of the match, Hogan returned to the trainer's room, where an angry Savage was waiting for him. The two got into a loud and physical confrontation, where Savage blamed Hogan for what happened to Elizabeth and accused him of being jealous of his championship reign. He also accused Hogan of only being his partner because he was lusting after Elizabeth. I'm trying to read this story and play the match at the same time. This is not going well. Hogan tried to calm Macho Man down, but Savage had heard enough and struck Hogan with the title belt, knocked him to the floor. After punching the downed Hogan twice, Savage grabbed the belt again as Elizabeth went to check on Hogan. Savage grabbed her and threw her across the room, but before he could strike Hogan a second time, Brutus Beefcake came into the room and grabbed the belt from him. Savage eventually left the room, but not before assaulting Beefcake and the WWE officials. Bloody hell, this is difficult. Who were dispatched to defuse the situation, intensely injured Hogan. We're nearly at the end, by the way. We're getting close. We're getting to the finale here. Hogan then issued the challenge to Savage, what he still considers to be rightfully his. Savage agreed to defend the WWF World Heavyweight Championship against him at WrestleMania. However, he would do so alone, as Liz decided to be in his corner for the match. Hold on. Caught by Hogan here is Savage. And a scoop slam as Liz declined to be in his corner for the match. Instead, she opted to be in the ringside in a neutral corner, and that's where we're at now. A lot of reading, but we're here now for this WrestleMania 5 main event. Atomic drop by Hogan, who was taking over the Macho Man in this one. Off the ropes, drop down, leapfrog. And a big back body drop from Hogan, and a drop kick to follow up. And now a cover on the Macho Man. Kick out by Savage. Now that I've read the story, I'm tired now. I was tired before this, but I'm even more tired now. Savage with a block, take down. Savage now applied a submission maneuver on Hulk Hogan. Well, let's do the trick for the World Championship. Hogan powering out. Down. Shows the Macho Man.
There he goes, right into the corner.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
And the Macho Man in trouble at the hands of the Hulkster. And we know what is Savage at his best for this WrestleMania main event. Macho Man fighting back. Just a record as well as no Elizabeth. I covered this last match. If you haven't seen WrestleMania 4's match yet, there's no good Miss Elizabeth WrestleMania. No good Miss Elizabeth created wrestlers, which is why we have not used Elizabeth here.
Very compromising position in a very
Hulk Hogan. A shot to Savage. Sent him to the mat below here. Dragging out just to bring him back in. An elevated high, and now it's all Hulk Hogan in this one. Sidewalk slam. Somehow Macho Man avoiding, but Hogan find out the gut wrench suplex. A spinning right hand. The Immortal one.
They are clearly starting to feel the effects of this back and forth.
Every time Hogan tries to put Macho in the corner. Savage always seems to have a counter.
Setting up.
And Macho Man catching Hogan with a suplex. Looks like a cover again by the Macho Man. And Hogan's still fighting out. Macho gonna go for it again. Down to the mat.
Savage thinking big.
What is Savage thinking? Knee drop. And Hogan gonna take advantage. And Savage is ready to kick out. Hogan down on the knee. And Savage with an incredible Hurricane Rana counter. Hogan doing everything he can to remain in control of his former title partner, his former friend, the Macho Man. Macho into the corner goes Hogan. And Hogan trying to escape. What is Macho Man thinking? Kidney shots to the challenger. Down goes Hogan. But Hogan fighting back. And the Immortal One looking for a sleeper hold on the Macho Man. Will this be it for the WWE Championship?
Can he roll here and counter this? Fight it, fight it.
Counter. Macho with a jawbreaker.
That'll break it up.
Pile driver from the Macho Man. And body slam blocked by Hogan, who sends the champion over the top. And this is where it could get personal. It already is personal between these two. This is where it could get even more personal. Savage into the barricade.
Delivered into the barricade.
And now Hogan taking advantage with a boot to the champ. Some will argue that Savage got his coming to him because of what he did to Hogan, but of course some will argue that Savage is in the right, protecting Elizabeth.
Look at him totally diving with it. Perfect time to attack when his guard is down.
Hogan sends Savage back into the ring. Hulk Hogan knows better than anyone that you can't win the world title on a counter or disqualification. Choke slam by a Hulkster. Do whatever it takes. And a Boston Crab. On Macho here. Will this do it? Will Macho still have enough to power out? The answer is yes. Macho Man Randy Savage powering out. And knee drop to the Hulkster.
He's getting a huge boost right now from all those chants and cheers.
Hogan fight back, but Savage catching him in the corner here now. And the Macho Man with the 10 punches in the corner. Hulk Hogan powerless. And the 10 punches delivered. And Macho Man doing whatever it takes to retain his WWE Championship. But will it be enough tonight? Cover by the Macho Man. Hogan fighting out still.
What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Hogan blocking and a takedown. Right hand as well to keep the Macho Man floored. And this has been a contest and a half for the WWE Championship. Both men want to prove that they're the best man in the WWE here. And Hogan gonna go for broke with a superplex. Will that finish off Macho Man Randy Savage? Not on this occasion, it won't. A 2 count on the WWE Champion. Now a nerve hold by Hogan.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
How much realistically can the Macho Man take?
Will it end like this? Will it end with it?
More than what he's taken so far as he breaks out and chokes the Immortal One. And now Macho feeling himself in this one.
Is on his side. Big forearm.
And the boots to the arm, and another one. It's more to the pec, I think, actually, on the arm on second glance. Macho Man hits the gut wrench, and that might make an opening. Following up with some right hands to the head of Hulk Hogan. And a knee as well. Cover. Kick out by the Hulkster.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can. Oh, did he have the Macho Man scouted?
Clothesline. Macho Man quick enough to avoid that maneuver. And he's raking the eyes of Hogan. Like I said, Macho Man going to do everything he can to hold on to that title. Now down to the leg. We know Hogan likes to use that leg, that big leg drop splash from the Macho Man. And a kick out again off the big splash. That could have done it, honestly. Would have been surprised if it had. Macho Man fighting back into it.
To change the complexion of this match. Stops the kick. Captures the leg. Big
You, Macho Man. They're getting double axe handled. Macho sent to the outside. Hogan with right hands, sending Macho to the floor.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch. Now will be the time for
Into the announce table.
Easier said than done. They are not concerned about anyone else's well-being.
And Hulk Hogan press slamming the champion.
He's not going to let anything stop him.
Into the apron goes Macho Man Randy Savage. There is a 10 count here for Hulk Hogan to work with.
Goes under the ropes to get
Because
back
he wants the WWE Champion in the ring. Crossface now applied by Hogan. Will Savage tap out once again to the Immortal One. Nope. Left by Savage and a chop. And a left again and a kick. Savage is trying to stay in this one. Hogan catching him. A pinfall attempt by the Immortal One.
And you can debate whether or not
Kick
that
out by Savage.
Interesting decision there. Macho Man dodges.
Jesus. Cover by Savage. Hogan stays in.
I think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Hogan goes on strong. Hogan goes that brawling style and down goes Savage. And a cover by the Immortal One. Savage kicks out.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
Will that be enough for Macho Man to stay in this championship match? Hogan now going to pull everything out of the books. If Macho Man can do it, then it's fair game for Hogan.
There's some power behind that punch.
Blocked by the Macho Man. Beautiful suplex. And top rope. Look go the Macho Man. The Macho Man elbow. And Hogan getting out.
The champ will have to dig deeper now.
Will
We've
that
seen Macho Man's best
be
moves already.
Macho Man's
You gotta
last
wonder what
attempt
Savage needs
to hold
do
on to
tonight.
his championship here?
We've got to acknowledge these fans.
Well, if he can help it.
We're hearing every single voice. It is loud and it is mad in here.
Macho Man doing whatever it takes. He's busted open the Hulkster. He is going to beat up the Hulkster and hold on to his championship before he exits Trump Plaza without it. Down with the elbow. Not quite the one we know and love, but an elbow nonetheless. And a cover now. And again, a kick out by Hogan.
Claimed a winner yet. You gotta believe that not wanting to
Macho.
feel the agony of defeat is causing this never surrender attitude.
With a right hand.
This is a punch.
And it seems as if the Macho Man is getting desperate. Hogan. And atomic drop. Right hand and boots into the corner here. Macho Man makes the escape, but Hogan doesn't care. Savage though, crafty. Can't call him crafty veteran because Hogan is also that, but a crafty man. And what is the Macho Man thinking? Sending Hogan to the floor.
And this one might be headed ringside. Did you hear that?
I think Savage is trying to wear Hogan down enough. They can win his title by count out. And you got to respect the smarts here from Macho Man. I think that's exactly what he's trying to do.
Stiff punch.
Will Macho Man be able to retain his title any means necessary here?
Back in the ring now.
He gets into the ring.
He's staring his opponent
Hogan.
down, getting into that zone.
Enough wherewithal to make it back. But Savage catches him. Pile driver again. And that might spell the end. If it's not, we might soon see the end of the Immortal one. Knees by Savage. Hitting everything he can. And the submission once again. Hulk Hogan trying to power through. Will he be able to, will he be successful in said powering through? Savage, countered by Hogan. Hogan, desperate at this point. Right hand, knocks down Savage, cover. Still a kick out from the Macho Man.
So close to becoming champion.
What will it take for one of these men to put the other down here in Trump Plaza at Wrestlemania 5? Back elbow.
Trampling the opposition.
Macho catching the leg of Hogan though. Macho going for the body slam again. Hulk Hogan, big boot. And it's just as easy as that. The leg drop from the Hulkster and a cover. The ropes saving the Macho Man.
Heads outside, but this one has to end in the ring.
What is Hogan thinking here now?
The roar of this crowd has been building, and they are at a fever pitch right now. You can feel the
And now off the ropes again.
Every second that ticks
Macho
down
Man Randy
in this
Savage in
match.
trouble. Body slam.
And here comes the panic.
And a second one. A second drop of the leg.
Champion. Is it enough? The cover.
And Hulk Hogan will regain his spot at the top of the mountain. Hulk Hogan is once again the WWE Champion.
And here's another peek at some of the more memorable parts of the match.
But what a clinic, what a match put on by these athletes. But the man who comes out on top is the new WWE Champion. It's Hulk Hogan. He took 2 leg drops.
Here's your winner and the new WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
An exciting match that concludes with a title-changing hands. I thought the defending champion had this well in hand, but the new champ had
And
other
Hulk
plans.
Hogan is
It just
gonna
goes to show you anything
soak in the victory
can
here
happen
at
in
Trump Plaza.
WWE.
The Hulkster posing for this crowd here as the new WWE Champion. What a cracking fight, what a cracking match. And once again, the holder of the WWE title. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow for the ultimate challenge from WrestleMania 6.